Yeah.
It's because it's not even 8 yet.
5 minutes early, it yells at you.
Yeah.
Less than that, it debates. It's like, do I want to get into an argument or not?
Is this worth winning?
Exactly.
Up?
And it's not. It's not worth.
It's like you're really in a relationship with it.
Yeah. There's so many comments to that.
I know.
There's so many comments, and I feel like we'd be canceled already if we did that. So probably shouldn't do that. Mo Lightning, Ballz, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Excellent. I know you're drinking the dew. You decided to be sober for this show, which is good. But you got the brain juice going.
Makes it sound like I'm not sober for the other shows.
What's going on, Jason? How you doing, man? And Crystal says, hey, as well. Thank you, guys. Well, you got the brain juice, and the reason I bring this up is because I want to pop quiz you.
Oh God! All right.
Music quiz.
Oh Lord.
So it's not even pro wrestling.
Not even pro wrestling.
And it's not even the theme of the show.
All right.
It's only 3 questions. Only 3. All right.
Okay.
Which 90s 4-piece boy band could be seen wearing red baseball caps, bow ties, and cream cardigans?
Oh, do they consider Boys to Men a boy band?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well done. I wish the people that are listening to this after the fact could see your dumbfounded face there.
Because it was a lot of what?
And I say dumbfounded, not just dumb face.
Dumb face.
That's every face of yours.
2 separate faces.
Okay, 1 for 1.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
What did Snoop Dogg change his name to in 2012?
In 2012? Oh God.
I mean, the guy did a frog splash here recently, so I guess this is kind of related.
No, yeah. I mean, he went from Snoop Doggy Dogg to Snoop Dogg at one point.
Right.
That was before 2012.
Yes.
2012.
What did he change it to that year? And then he changed it back, of course.
Oh man,
Casimir beating you on this one. Snoop Lion.
Yeah, Snoop Lion. God, that was so awful. I blocked it out of my memory.
All right. Relapse, Recovery, Revival are all albums from which rapper?
Eminem.
Okay, you got that one. All right, no dumbfounded look there. Well done. That's it. I just needed to get your brain going for the show.
Okay, I like it.
What nationality is Celine Dion?
Canadian.
Wow, well done.
Technically French Canadian, I believe.
That doesn't count. That's not a real thing. Quit talking madness there. All right, so now that the brain is going, now that the brain is happening, let's dive into some wrestling.
I was going to say, you know why? Because last time we did this, you threatened my life. Like there was a detonator in the back of my brain. And there was so much more pressure. This one, it was just a little bit easier.
No, that was like a warm up. You know how singers do vocal exercises ahead of time?
Like Celine Dion, yeah.
All right. Wait. Casimir has a question for you.
Okay.
So if you're doing the theme song, does that make me who's hosting? Is it Katie Couric this week?
I don't even know. I felt like how much the theme song can I badly portray before we have to remove it for copyright infringement.
That's a good idea. So you got the digital music issues, but if you're only doing a parody of it, then that should be okay, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
There's some sort of parody law that protects us.
Exactly. What 90s group is from Carolina? You may need to give us a little bit more than that.
What 90s?
Because there's also 2 Carolinas.
There are.
Not like it makes a difference to me, but it might to him.
In a 90s group, we're talking music group, I'm assuming still, right?
It could be the Little Rascals. I don't know.
I was going to say, that's where I was like,
that was remade in the 90s, wasn't
it? Let's go with the Hardy Boys. Omega. Wasn't that their group from when they were growing up in the 90s?
North Carolina. Yeah. Say, are we talking music or are we talking the wrestling? Because if that's the case,
I'm gonna still go with the Hardys on that. 90s.
All right, so we anxiously await. I like this. I like that you're getting pop quizzes from our listeners now too.
I kind of do too. I also, if it is music, can we break it down by what type of music? And I could probably have a better chance of doing this. God. Hey, you even gave me boy band. It was Boys to Men music. Okay, 90s music group from North Carolina.
So it's you got to give us something here, Casimir. Just give us a little bit more so we can guess.
90s.
What's the genre of music? Give us that, and then come on, raise up. Casimir says R&B.
Ooh.
R&B, 90s,
R&B,
North Carolina.
Oh, 90s R&B.
What was the group in WCW? What was the rap group? The Master P, No Limit Soldiers? That's my guess. No Limit Soldiers.
They're from New Orleans.
Are they really? I thought like Atlanta or something.
No, they're from New Orleans.
Why do you know that?
Why don't you?
Why would I?
It's true.
Right. You gotta make a guess here, buddy.
I know. 90s group, North Carolina. Oh, God, I don't know. Jodeci. I have no idea.
Wow. We're going deep.
We are.
Casimir stumped y'all.
No, yeah, he did. He did.
What's up, Nathan? How you doing? Nice of you to show up this week.
Is he please going to give me the answer to it? Because
no, I don't think so. He's going to make you wonder. I'll tell you, I don't know R&B stuff of any era.
Yeah.
Because I like the rock.
Right. We're going to fight if this is actually a rap group and not an R&B group. Like, this is where I'm going to get really technical.
Yeah. That's a fair warning. That's a fair warning. The violence is
incoming.
Yes, he is correct.
It was Jodeci.
Wow. I'm just gonna let myself out at this point. You guys could just do a music show. Not like 90s R&B and hip hop discussion from two white boys.
Right?
Hey, it is what it is.
What I do.
Fun. If you want to stump Ballz, go for it.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah. I can't guarantee I'm going to get involved if you try to stump me, but him, that's fine.
You will always get involved if you're stumping me, for sure.
You got it, buddy. All right. So now that your brain's really going right now, what the hell happened to Shane McMahon?
I don't know.
Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Let's rewind a year ago, give or take.
Yeah.
We know what this is.
That's Raw Underground.
And look how happy he is.
It's also like
he was excited. Can you remember any of the segments that he hosted that he wasn't excited for?
No. Not definitely not for Raw Underground.
I mean, look at that.
There was always that face.
That was him all the time.
100%, yeah.
The last few weeks, however, this is what we're getting.
But it's because they're forcing it. They're just forcing him to be on TV. Dude doesn't want to be here.
I mean, it's bad. Like, I can't recall a time we've ever had a McMahon that isn't over the top. He is so bored right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, I'm watching these segments. I'm like, this could be really good. Like, Strowman is doing some really good segments and good promos out of this. Yeah. But Shane, poor Shane,
just phoning it in. Do you think anyone in the back has the cojones to tell Shane? He's like, dude, you're phoning it in.
Probably somebody would if they were paying attention. Like an Orton probably could say something about it, maybe. But it's just so weird. It's so odd. Sad Shane. Undertaker. Sad McMahon.
Sad McMahon. Like Undertaker, I have a feeling would say something. Like
if he was there, yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Shane just, as he says, as Dylan says, Shane just wants to deal with his electric car company. I feel Shane's pain. Yeah.
I think Shane is the wrestling equivalent of like Eeyore. I mean, I would agree with Jason that I love seeing Shane on TV. He does the dance, like here comes the money, and then it's this thing.
Shane McSadman.
McSadman, yeah.
And then old Stumpy here, Casimir says that he was sick. Has he been sick for a while? Because this isn't just this week. This has been since returning to TV. Miz, Morrison, all and then of course Braun Strowman. Is it as simple as he's just not liking the angle?
I mean,
because he's still a McMahon. He's still a professional.
Yeah, and even if he doesn't like the angle, he's Shane McMahon. You just walk in the back and go, change this. This is dumb. Like, it's not. I can't imagine it's that hard.
This thing boggles my mind. It's because this is uncharacteristic for anybody in that family.
Absolutely.
And to be on TV and to be a heel.
Exactly.
It boggles my mind. How do we get sad McMahon? We want this McMahon.
Yeah.
We want happy go lucky. Do we need to bring Raw Underground back for that to happen?
I mean, is that what it takes to get it back?
So he thinks that there was a stroke or close to it, but if that's the case, why is he even on TV then?
I was going to say, if it's anywhere near that, like, there's dozens of people in the back that could be doing anything with Strowman.
I can tell you firsthand, if you're an employee of WWE and you suffer a stroke, they give you time off and disability. I know that very well. Not from me, but from a different co-host on this site. So he's a McMahon, so he'll go out there and do the company thing, sure, but why wouldn't Stephanie go on screen and do that,
Exactly. Yeah, no. Triple H.
It's odd. Ooh. Random. This is shots fired here.
Anything is better TV than AEW having wrestlers for writers instead of actual writers. I don't know.
That's shots fired right there.
It is shots fired.
Did we have a cameo from one of your daughters in the back there?
I do believe so. Yeah, she's
okay.
Yeah, I warned her that she'd end up on camera if she was back here.
I thought she was just going to take over the show and make it entertaining.
No, yeah. We could try to stump her with music, but she'd fail miserably.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, he's not going to be a talent contract, as G-Fox says. No. So, it's just, the whole thing is odd. So, I am kind of curious. Like, if he's not feeling well, okay, but I don't know. Why would they put him in the ring for this? I don't know. It's just odd.
No, yeah.
Especially when unless they got something big planned for Fastlane, why not hold off a few weeks? Because if they're building towards Shane and Braun Strowman, then why?
Woo!
I don't know. Ooh, shots fired, but he's firing blanks. Ow!
I like that because it felt like it wasn't directed at me.
JMC versus G-Fox. They're gonna come to blows.
They're gonna come to blows.
Matt's jumping in on this here. Oh man.
I think we're gonna talk about a bunch of different stuff. So
we got some gang wars going on here.
We are.
I like it. All right. So unlike most weeks, Ballz is the one doing the 6 things on his mind. Are you ready to go?
I am. Yeah, whatever. Okay, Revolution recap. Since we talked about AEW, coincidentally.
They won a revolution.
Hold on. Was that number 1 before they started bringing AEW up, or did you just bring that up on purpose?
That was number 1.
Oh, okay, cool.
I entered them in as you put them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, normally it's just whatever. Just surprised me. But
if there was an order, you didn't tell me.
No, I did not. So, I mean, we can recap the results from the show. Young Bucks defeated Jericho and MJF. Death Triangle won the Casino Royale Tag Team Battle Royale. Shida defeated Rio. Knew I was going to screw it up.
Say this really quickly.
Mizuyami. But the best part is, I tried doing it a bunch of times before the show, nailed it every time. This totally screwed up because it's recorded for posterity.
Yeah, I mean, this is the pressure's on. You're live right now. On.
The 90s hip hop, I got that. This, not so much.
You just offended an entire country.
I did.
By butchering that name.
Miro and Kip Sabian defeated Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. Hangman Page took all of Matt Hardy's money. Scorpio Sky won the ladder match. We got the arrival of Christian Cage. Ethan Page showed up in the ladder match. Sting and Darby Allin won a street fight. And then, of course, Kenny Omega defeated Jon Moxley in an exploding barbed wire death match. So that's the results. What did you think about it overall? What did you think the result?
Well, actually, I toss it back over to you because I didn't watch it. I only got to see highlights after the fact, what was put on social.
Yeah.
You watched the pay-per-view.
I watched it live. Probably the first pay-per-view, and definitely the first pay-per-view with either company that I've watched with people in a very long time. Like, I love pro wrestling. I will watch pretty much anything, but watching it with a group of people changes the entire dynamic. Like, and so sitting there and getting to watch Revolution with 3 other people, all into it, all cheering for different things and what have you.
How often did you agree on the people you were cheering?
Probably not in like the tag matches, the Casino Royale and the ladder match and stuff like that. We were all picking different people.
I'm just wondering how much like trash talking is going on, because if you could see the comments right now, there's tons of trash talking going on.
I'm sure there is.
And we'll start actually with the pay-per-view itself.
Yeah.
Last match was ass and weak.
Now, see, I enjoyed it. I mean, obviously, if you can separate the match from the sparklers at the end, yeah. I thought the match was good. The inevitable explosion, not good. But I thought the match was good. At what point do you go, you're killing yourself on barbed wire? Like, parts of it were uncomfortable. Like, I want to know how more uncomfortable Casimir wanted it. Like, I wanted his arm to actually fall off. Like, that's where he was going.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'd be okay with that.
Only if it was Moxley, though, right?
Well, no, that's fine. I mean, whoever can work through it the best.
I really enjoyed the cinematic street fight between Sting and Darby Allin against.
Before we get too far, we were told ahead of time that this show won't even count unless they're sparklers. And that's about the equivalent of the end of the pay-per-view there.
That is. Hold on, let me cover you in case it goes.
Let me get his comment off of here. Christian Cage, a big letdown, not Hall of Fame worthy. Nobody happy to see him. Well,
wow, I can't.
I'm
imagine.
a nobody then.
I'm number 1. Christian Cage, 100% Hall of Fame worthy. 2, I disagree with no one was happy to see him. Like, the crowd that was there cheered for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Twitter and the internet supported Christian Cage. There were jokes about, obviously, it's the same name he used when he was in Impact. So, like, there were jokes about that, but that's his non-WWE name. What do you expect?
And I love it's so divisive that fans have such opinions. So, of course, he said that he's happy, but before that, he says he doesn't like hardcore matches. But they give him anxiety, but he enjoyed the match until the Good Brothers showed up. And then you got Matt, who says the match was solid. Same thing happened. Explosion was weak, but the match told a great story. Again, there's different levels of entertainment. That's what I love about wrestling, because there really is something for everyone.
No, there is, absolutely. And I agree with you. Like, Eddie Kingston could have come out earlier. Like, when the Good Brothers showed up, Kingston, I think they sold the fact that Butcher and Blade were trying to keep him from going out.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they were able to pull that off well. And then, I mean, really, the biggest thing out of that, it gave us the buddy cop movie we didn't know we needed in Jon Moxley, Eddie Kingston, where I didn't know I needed to see them cut promos together, but now I don't want them to cut promos separately. Like, apparently, like, and you and I have both done stuff with Dean Ambrose when he was in WWE and things like that. This is a relaxed Moxley just BSing that I didn't know I needed. Like, this is how Moxley's character should be all the time. And, you know, if it ends up being, I know next week on AEW, I think is Good Brothers versus Moxley Kingston. All right. I'm there for that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Again, I think he's going to be our troll king for the show today. Match never told a great story because that's what AEW lacks in his storylines. Very horrible. Something for everyone, man.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are not as strong, but I do feel like some of them are good. I mean, obviously you can pick apart storylines for everybody everywhere. Like,
yeah,
totally. Cinematic Sting Darby Allin. I thought that was super well done. Definitely better than the dental cinematic match they had.
They got that one out of the way, so it's not,
Yeah, no, like this one, that was definitely the practice, and this was like this is how you really do a cinematic match, and it was the perfect way to use Sting and also hide Sting's flaws.
Yeah. Now, if you were in the live crowd, though, would you have been kind of disappointed that Sting was stuck in the cinematic match?
Maybe. I don't know. I think there's part of me as a fan that would have understood why it's done the way it was.
Sure.
And tried to just watch it and enjoy it. But being there, I'd have been like, man, it'd be cool to see Sting.
Yeah.
Like, I hope I would have been able to be like, Ballz, you know why he's not here. Like, right? Like, being
right.
dumb.
I mean, I think most people probably understood. But even then, though, you're paying that money. You're there at the show. Not like you're not seeing every other match live, but he's the icon. He's a legend. So, of course, you want to see him there.
For sure. No, I mean, hopefully, maybe they did something ahead of time where you got to actually see him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like the first thing I asked in the group of people that was watching it was when it happened, like, and to give you, if you did not watch the whole thing, there's a moment where Sting throws his bat away, where he's like, I don't need this, basically. And, they're challenged, fight without your bat type stuff. And he throws it up. Later on, Darby throws it back down to him when he needs help. Darby's up fighting somewhere else on the second floor. Bat comes down, Sting catches it, and he uses it.
It's like he powers up like a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many times do you think he had to throw him that bat? Like, that's what I want to know. That's the backstage stuff I want. Like, how many times was the bat throw not good? Oh, man, he grabbed the top of the bat when it was supposed to be the handle.
One. First take. It's probably the guy that used to toss Stone Cold his beers back in the Attitude Era. It's probably that guy. Wasn't Darby. It was that guy.
AEW will hire any WWE cast-off. So, yeah, I get that. It's not Mjolnir. It doesn't come right to the palm of your hand. Like, it's... No, I thought it was great. Christian Cage, I thought that was fantastic. I mean, I did not expect it. He was just the Royal Rumble.
It's one of those things that if WWE's not going to use them, if he can't come to terms or reach an agreement with them, AEW or Impact or any of these companies would be foolish not to bring him in because of name value. If you put the championship belt on him right away, then I can understand maybe some hesitation or some disappointment. Sure. But he's a name. He's a star power, and there's momentum right now. Like him or not, there's momentum because he just came back out of retirement.
And
so
I think he gives you something that AEW does lack, and this could probably start a whole thing. Locker room leadership and mentorship is something that Christian Cage has. Like, you listen to a lot of these guys talk about it after he was debuted, like, I cannot wait to pick his brain. John Moxley calls him one of the smartest people in the business. Like, Christian Cage brings that to it, and that might be worth everything. Helping some of these young guys get over. If you watched Dynamite this week, obviously Christian Cage and Kenny Omega are moving into something, which, all right, let's see how this works. Like, I don't know. I don't know if the stuff with Moxley is over for Omega yet or what.
Right. But we've always said on this show, you can have more than one situation going on at once because real life, you're pulled every which way, every which direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So our Troll King here would have preferred the Big Show be the big surprise, even though he's the one announcing the big surprise. Yeah. And he said, Kurt Angle. Thing is, though, if Kurt Angle doesn't want to come out of retirement, then Kurt Angle was great at trolling people like Bully Ray. Like, a lot of these stars started like doing these little videos and teases that they were going to be the reveal. Oh, I thought that was brilliant.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, absolutely. Just take advantage of it.
Have you seen the meme? Have you seen the Randy Orton meme?
I don't think so.
Randy Orton takes out Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy jumps to AEW. Randy Orton takes out the Big Show. jumps to AEW, takes out Christian, jumps to AEW. It's all Randy Orton's fault.
It is. I mean, thanks, Randy. But really, I mean,
who else can you take out? I mean, like, he burnt the Fiend. So are we gonna?
Yes.
Are we gonna get like the crispy version? Is Bo Dallas gonna jump over there?
Oh, there was definitely that conversation in the group of guys I was watching with Revolution. It was like, Randy Orton can kill someone on television. No one does anything.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you have no idea how many times we brought this up. Like, he murders someone, and no one even mentions it again. But
so as this points out here, facing the winner of Rich versus Moose, which is this a part of this discussion, or do you have this in another one of your topics?
I do not have this in another topic.
All right, so this is big. This is a big deal. So we have Rich Swann taking on Moose to unify the Impact and the TNA championships.
Yes.
And then after that, whoever the winner is taking on Omega for both belts.
Yeah, which is crazy.
At this point, it's hard to bet against Kenny Omega since he's already kind of been doing some regular appearances elsewhere, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
AEW has seemingly got the better of this exchange, in my opinion, so far. Absolutely. But let's say Moose hypothetically wins this the double belt. That's huge for Impact.
Oh God, yeah.
So that's cool. I like that. And it was pointed out that Omega's already busy with that. He's not going to do anything with Christian. Well, Christian used to be a TNA world title holder, so
yeah,
I don't think he's going to get directly involved in the matches. But again, you can always have people picking. Christian just kind of watching from the sidelines saying, all right, do what you got to do. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, I think it's fantastic.
And I do think it's going to be Moose that wins the unified title.
Do you?
Because, and this is as dumb as this sounds, I think it's as simple as Moose created elsewhere. Kenny Omega created elsewhere. Rich Swann created in WWE.
It's true.
I mean, he's his own man. He's done great. He's overcome some obstacles to get to where he's at. But I just feel that, one Moose and Omega, I think is probably just like the bigger marquee match.
Probably. But
neither of those guys were made by WWE. And they're going to want to say, hey, look at the talent we got here. We don't need Vince's company for that.
No, I would hate that that's the reason. But yes, you're absolutely correct.
I mean, Moose has also earned it too. I think Moose has had a nice,
Moose has put in some work in Impact, and why not? For sure.
Yeah, and he says, "Shame on me, shame on us for calling him a troll." No, you may be honest for you, but I don't know if you reflect everybody's opinion.
Yes. No, and Kenny is totally facing the winner of Rich and Moose. That's absolutely correct.
So again, I love this. I wish you could see the conversations back and forth. Rich Swann is world champion, makes Impact unwatchable. You have to agree with me on that one. And then look at this one. Rich Swann will be double champion.
Yeah.
I mean, you just back to.
I'll be honest. Rich Swann's not my favorite recent Impact champion, but I think him as a champion with what the storylines were going, it wasn't the worst idea. But no, I think it is Moose's time to defeat Rich Swann. And then Moose will probably lose to Kenny Omega. But or you're going to get a dusty finish and no one actually loses their belt.
See, a lot of people I think are calling for that. I think maybe even in the first match, if we do get that dusty finish or the no finish, I think we get a rematch and there will be a winner. I think they see an opportunity here that somebody can hold both belts. And that's a historic moment that it's not going to be easy to duplicate.
Well, no, especially if it's Kenny Omega, he'll be a triple champion, because he has the AAA Mexico belt, and he'll have the 2 American belts. This is crazy.
And a lot of the countries are starting to open up travel restrictions again and whatnot. Yep. So who's to say, hey, Omega, win something from New Japan? Let's just
go pick a belt.
I'm like, who can compete with that? If you got one guy holding 4 belts like that?
Was it Cody that was doing the belt collector stuff a couple years before AEW started?
I think so.
There was someone going around the indie. I think it was Cody that was doing some belt collector stuff where he was just winning everything everywhere.
Right.
It was awesome. But you find out the kind of thing for AEW Dynamite. Like we saw Jericho and MJF lose to the Young Bucks. The follow-up from that on Dynamite was, the Inner Circle imploding, where they went to go jump Jericho, and then they all just kind of did that rotate where they were all like, dude, we're all in this together. We knew you were a piece of crap. And then the lights go out for a really long time. And then MJF's new group featuring, FTR.
It was Kenny Omega, the belt collector, not Cody.
Omega?
It was, which
It was Cody.
I was kind of thinking, I'm like, wasn't it Omega? I'm like, no, it can't be, but it was Omega.
Yeah. Nice. Yes, we got FTR, Shawn Spears, Wardlow, and MJF as a new faction in AEW. Apparently turning the entire Inner Circle face. Like, really?
I mean, a lot of people have been cheering them from the beginning anyway, so.
I was going to say, you already had them singing Judas when Jericho came out. Now they're just a face turn.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this point here. Some fans are never happy when the company gives in, gives people what they want. Fans turn on with it. That's any fandom right now. That's what's sad is, like, any passionate nerdum, pop culture. I mean, you could talk about Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That was what I was going to say.
WandaVision's such a great show, but because it didn't have this huge surprise at the end, it wasn't good.
No. Yeah. If they give you what you want, it's expected. If they give
and
you
wrestling, exactly. I mean, no matter what you do, like, oh, you need to push young stars, and he pushes. Well, not that guy.
Not that young star.
No, I'm thinking that guy.
The other young star, yeah.
So you don't want young stars pushed. You just want that guy pushed. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So you're absolutely right. But at the same time, you just got to go with it. You got to try to listen to the crowd from time to time. And other times you just got to Shane McMahon and just do what you got to do.
Like sad Shane.
No. All right. Anything else with AEW?
Not that I can think of right now. I'm pretty sure I hit every point I had for AEW right now. People power. Can you please do it? Thank you. John Laurinaitis back again as the head of talent relations for WWE. Stepped away, I believe, in 2012. He's back to bring people power back to talent, I guess. The one part that was interesting from what I read was the talent department is being split in two, where there's talent relations or talent management and talent branding, where talent branding will be its own department that is in charge of all of the outside events and opportunities for wrestlers.
Third party stuff. Yeah.
Third party. So basically like Comic-Cons, TV shows.
Cameos. Twitch channels.
Your Twitch stream. Yeah.
To me, that makes sense. To me, that's actually progressive and moving forward because some of these stars know what they're doing. Some of these guys are great at branding themselves. Others, not so much. Maybe their strength is competing in the ring, cutting a promo, but not necessarily being on their phone and tweeting.
No, absolutely.
So I like that. And with Laurinaitis coming back, I am curious, what that means, if it's going to be easier to get bookings now or not.
It doesn't say which part he's running. I believe he's running talent management, like the normal thing he was doing before, which makes me wonder if whomever was currently in charge of talent relations is now in charge of talent branding.
Well, that was Carano.
Oh, okay.
That was Mark Carano.
Gotcha.
I'm very curious about this movie. Like, when did you hear about this? Like, was this today or was this like earlier in the week that I missed?
Today or yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I haven't been on the dirt sheets today to read anything. So when you sent me the headline for People Power, I'm like, why is he talking about Laurinaitis?
Just to hear you do the Laurinaitis voice.
Well, and that's fine too. Ain't he married to Bella's mother? Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So obviously that's the first rehire.
Which is funny because I read it literally another article where it was like Nikki Bella to have run in 2021.
It says everything still has to get cleared by Vince. Nothing will change. That's creative though. That's not talent relations necessarily. So, and even if it was, it could still mean the process changes because when we were trying to do, and I'm really trying not to mention the name of the other show as much because you called me out a couple weeks ago on it, but a different podcast I do here on the site. we'd have to go through Carano to get those guests. It'd be one of those we'd talk to the guests would be like, yeah, we'll do it. But then we'd still have to get the okay through Carano. So now if it's Laurinaitis, easier, hard, I don't know.
It's stuff where you're like, oh, you'd like these people for Comic-Con? That'll be $90,000. You're like, I'm good.
They'd be like, that better be some damn fine branding then.
Yeah, some damn good branding for $90K. Yeah. Let's see.
So, all right. Next thing you got.
Okay. Molly Go Round. Molly Holly, as announced, I believe on the bump, by Shane Hurricane Helms, who wept like a baby.
They said he was going to keep it together. No.
Yeah, no. He tried. And you could tell like Molly didn't quite know what was happening. And he's like, I can just feel her face going, Shane, why are you crying right now? But Molly Holly announces the first inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame for 2021. It's fantastic. I think one of the main things about Molly is you read all the good things she's done. Like everyone's like, oh man, Beth Phoenix has like a novel of the good things. She paid for wrestling school. She was supportive. She did all. She gave me a bunch of her old ring attire because I didn't have anything. Like all this stuff that Molly Holly has done for the industry. It's a shame she's not already there, but this is fantastic.
Better late than never.
Very much so. And let's be honest, when was the last time a woman was announced first?
Right. Exactly. That's what I thought. That was actually the first thing that popped in my mind. I'm like, oh shit, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Normally, let's be honest, the woman entrant is the afterthought or like the final one or two. Yeah. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, we also have this person. They're like, oh. Okay.
They normally always start with a pretty big name to get people excited. And maybe you don't need to do that. Maybe just if they're Hall of Fame worthy, they're all Hall of Fame worthy. Just put them in there. And
the only thing I'm wondering is maybe 2021 is a smaller class because you still have to induct the 2020 class. Right. Mm-hmm. So maybe this is going to be a couple people and it's still Hall of Fame worthy, not apparently Christian according to some people.
So we won't go through the whole thing here. John says, sorry, I'm late, goobers. Don't worry about the rest of what he said there. We've already moved on. But John, you've missed a lot of trash talking. And for once, it's not from us.
No, it wasn't from us. I mean, but sadly, unless you're on those social medias, you probably missed it as well. But
the main trash talkers are all in the same socials. So
okay, cool.
That helps them out, but I feel bad the other people, Twitch and YouTubers, like, what's going on?
Yeah, what is happening? Oh, man.
Yeah, so how long are you expecting the Hall of Fame to be this year? They haven't really done the typical thing, like for us to be able to see and watch live. And like they've started to change that, to phase that out. So I don't think it's going to be an 8-hour marathon. I think it's going to be more of a thank you. Maybe the big stars get a speech, or it's something you check out on demand on Peacock afterwards.
Yeah. That
just like individuals rather than the whole thing.
Yeah. You can watch just Molly Holly's
right.
Yeah. Where it's, obviously they haven't said who inducts her yet, but speech, intro, Molly talks, and that's it. I don't know.
Fine, I'll trash talk myself.
I like that the closed caption said "Give me Oscar."
Give me Oscar.
Okay, first of all, I mean,
did you type the closed captioning? Because it sounds like you're.
It would have been something like "Give me Oscar." I was trying not to be a dick during it, like you're making comments.
Yeah.
But it was such a great impassioned promo. And forgive me, I forget who said it when you put the caption. I did believe every word she said. Mm-hmm. It was just like, yes, this is Peyton's truth right now. And she's right. And we say it all the time. If you're not one of the 4 horsewomen, that's who they fill holes with. Mm-hmm. But the only part I didn't get was if Asuka's hurt, how can she get Asuka at the end of the promo? The only problem I didn't, or give me Asuka's spot, like give me Asuka's something. Right. No matter what, if anything, she was overcome with emotion and misspoke at the end.
Right.
Whatever. I can't even do this and speak correctly.
That's just true.
Yeah. Right? So, I mean,
have you thought about actually being real with us on the show? Let the emotions overcome you, Ballz.
I should. Like, my ability to podcast haunts me.
Punch.
It's not very good. Punch in the face.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
is that Peyton's pipe bomb?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
At least as of right now, if they give her a chance to,
you don't have different levels of pipe bomb. All right.
There are.
No. That's the level of pipe bomb.
Peyton's pipe bomb was better than that, though.
No. You want to go pipe bomb? Obviously, CM Punk. We talked about that. AJ Lee had a great pipe bomb. Mm-hmm. The Miz and Daniel Bryan. That whole thing on talking smack. Mm-hmm. Peyton's. That's Peyton's. She's emotional. It wasn't a pipe bomb. It was emotion.
It was believable, and it was
that.
It was not that.
CM Punk's pipe bomb. Peyton's. Sorry, guys. I just dropped a pipe bomb too. Peyton's cherry bomb. I'm okay with that.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also sounds kind of dirty, which is fine.
Cherry bomb. Yeah.
Very much so. All we need now is for Randy Orton to beat her, and she can go to AEW.
Yeah, that's where she belongs, away from her husband. Wow.
I do wonder. Like, I really hope that,
he loves it too.
Yeah.
He loves it. All right, what else we got here? We got Most Wanted.
Now, have you seen this? Do you know what this topic is?
If it's not America's Most Wanted, then I don't care.
No, it's not America's Most Wanted. They won't even appear on this show. WWE Most Wanted coming to A&E Sunday, April 18th. It is a show where Triple H and Stephanie and some others travel around and find iconic lost memorabilia.
The Kane's mask.
A Ric Flair robe.
Yeah.
There was a couple other things mentioned too, but part of me is like, how the hell do you not have Kane's mask? Like, there's a lot of this stuff.
Kane's original mask.
Yeah.
So it could be something that he had, or he gave it away not thinking the character would pick up, and ended up being sold at auction. I mean,
very true. I mean, there was definitely like some other examples I saw where I was like, with my favorite part is like, were guys like The Big Show and Jake the Snake Roberts. I was like, I don't think The Big Show or Jake the Snake are going to be on this. I really don't.
I'm curious about it. I mean, I'm excited. I like that. I mean, we as collectors already kind of like that Comic-Con background, so we're used to kind of seeing these, these crazy items and collectibles. So this is our wheelhouse. Triple H and Stephanie. Yeah,
I don't know, and it did list other people as well. So I'm wondering if they're not on every episode, or if they're kind of hosting and maybe they're not the ones hunting. Like, I don't know, but it'll definitely. I think it'll be interesting, and it shows. It also said it ties into stuff where there's WWE stuff on Biography Network, and I think this is all part of the whole Peacock deal. Definitely just broader things that WWE can kind of get out there with, which, as a wrestling fan, how can you hate further exposure for any company? Like yeah, it'd be cool if it was them. Whatever. WWE getting the entertainment out there is good for everybody.
I'm curious to see how long it takes before people start saying WWE ripped off Ryder and Hawkins, Cardona and Myers for their toy hunting thing that they did. But maybe WWE, instead of copying, just realized there's a success behind this. There is an interest, maybe not with the collectibles because that's already being done.
It's been done and been done by more knowledgeable people.
But let's talk about some of these other items that are out there and what happened to this. And I like the idea. I kind of hope it is Triple H and Stephanie on a week-to-week basis because I don't know. I want to see that other side of him because we know that, or at least Triple H has that playful side. Stephanie's always portrayed as this uber bitch on TV where everybody says she's a real sweetheart.
I kind of want them to be like, all right, how much is it going to take for us to buy this item from you?
Yeah, but I'm the game.
Yeah. So what do you have behind you that they're going to come knocking for? Like,
the only copy in the world of the Berserker. Nobody else rightfully and willingly bought this.
Some of them it was forced upon them at Christmas.
Only me. And it was probably like a TJ Maxx deal, so it's probably only $6. But I'm the only person that proudly bought the Berserker.
Yeah. Oh no, I get it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? I mean, obviously, I think you're gonna check it out.
This is King's Mask. Welcome to the show. And Stephanie like, will you quit talking like that?
He's like, she's like, this isn't even our house. Like, why are you doing that?
I probably won't watch it live, but you're right. I will be checking it out. I think I'm going to DVR it.
Totally.
And watch it because, you know, and you're right, Stephanie. If you watch Sing Along, you know, yes, I'm not saying she's never shown it at all because, again, the Metallica stuff that she sung in the car, she's also done backstage at WrestleMania. Yeah. But for the most part, 95% of the time, it's Stephanie being this character everybody loves to hate. So
for sure,
yeah,
or you know, corporate big shot, like serious person, for sure.
I don't know who this Grim guy is, and he probably got it for free.
Grim got one on his channel.
Yeah, and plus it was sarcasm. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that bought it. Pretty sure.
Reasonably sure.
I'm gonna find something. I gotta have something.
You got to.
I gotta have something. I got the 2-pack of Adam Rose and the Bunny. I paid full price for that one.
Full price.
Yeah. I got some of the old Impact figures, but
no, I have.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get crotch shot. I thought we were gonna
just trying to avoid that. I have a Kurt Angle "You Suck" coffee mug.
I like that you have that nearby to always remind you that you suck.
My wrestling wall is right there.
Mo probably tapes the Weather Channel so he can watch it later.
My media pass for WrestleMania.
Obviously, I do, because what if there's a great moment of like a guy reporting live from a hurricane and then like a mailbox flies into him? Of course, I'm going to want to watch that shit over and over again.
Mo watches the Weather Channel just for random things that say lightning, just so he can use it in promo material later.
Be like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the Leonardo.
Yeah.
The Leo meme. That's me. That's me right there.
That's some good enunciation.
Guys. Okay. I don't care about Tucson. Okay. Lightning. Yeah. All right. Last thing we got.
Stand and deliver. Which is, I don't know. It's like the weirdest NXT takeover name ever.
He's still on this. He is still on this right now.
They did. I mean, it's
Jason,
factual.
you have a problem, my friend. You have a problem. Seek help.
Yes.
You have a Stephanie addiction. I don't blame you, but you need help.
No. Oh, that reminds me. There's a Stephanie action figure they should look for.
A little disappointed you didn't pick up on the bad touch. Is that? I thought it was Mope. Maybe it's a bad touch too. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are we getting into Hooray for Boobies album talk? Because I'm ready. The lap dance is always better when the stripper is crying.
Hey.
Magnifique.
Hey, we talked
Chasey Elaine song. Dear Chasey Elaine, let me explain. I want to eat your ass. I mean, it just don't get on me about Bloodhound Gang, buddy. I'm going to take all of you out. I'm going to
Our
take
90s
Jason out
music
for a
talk?
Stephanie obsession. Ballz is talking. I can't even hear him right now because I'm so worked up.
We had our 90s music talk at the beginning of the show.
We did.
I know he was late, and I get it, but
Take you all out.
come on.
He's got
Stand
the
deliver.
Jodeci. I got the Bloodhound Gang. Let's do that.
NXT. Can I have somebody else?
No.
I don't want to be going for Jonas.
Yep.
I mean, they are smooth, and I get it. I get it. Stand and deliver. NXT's next takeover event. 2 nights leading into WrestleMania. What do you think about NXT takeover being 2 nights long?
I think it's awesome. I think it's kind of fair. I don't think it's going to be 2 4-hour pieces.
No. I don't
but I like that there's going to be more people getting that spotlight. There's going to be more on the card. The matches could probably go a little bit longer if they want to, because NXT is a bit more in-ring focused.
For sure.
And so I like that. And I don't think they're going to overbook. Like last year's 2-day WrestleMania just had so much thrown at it. I don't think NXT is going to do it, at least not that extreme.
Not to that level. And I think, I mean, the first episode is on the USA Network on Wednesday night, and then the Thursday night episode is on Peacock.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's good use of the new system there. So
for sure. It's enticing to make people check it out. So
this is the one thing Jason said that I think most people will probably agree with. That
NXT UK will participate? I would hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already teased Jordan Devlin coming over.
Yep. They're talking about Walter again.
Yep. Yeah, they're bringing Walter up again. Yes, I definitely think that people will, maybe not all of them, but there will definitely be a couple.
They will indeed stand and deliver.
And hopefully deliver. Yeah.
Maybe fly and deliver. Fly and deliver.
So, I mean, you have Pete Dunne.
I hope nobody screenshotted that, by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone forget that ever happened.
Can you not do that again? So Pete Dunne basically challenged anyone who's a technical wrestler to prove him wrong. I'm sure, number one, do you think anyone off the top of your head who would answer that? Because my answer would normally have been Thatcher, but Thatcher seems to be doing his own other thing with Ciampa and Imperium, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, get on that, buddy.
Your caps lock's on.
And then he's all pessimistic that they're going to overbook like WrestleMania did last year. All right, cool.
Interesting. All right. I mean, I did literally just ask him a question, so it makes it a little odd when he doesn't answer me back. Yeah. All right. Cool. Other things coming out of NXT, you have for Stand and Deliver. You got Finn Balor carrying Cross. They're building to that now. What took you so long? And you realize how short Finn Balor is compared to carrying Cross. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly. Leading up to that, Kyle O'Reilly, I don't know what the hell he was dressed as, like a 90s grunge kid, which, great. That's the theme of our show apparently today, was 90s.
And he had Ride the Lightning shirt on.
Yes, he did. And like a chain wallet, I think.
Lightning reference.
Chain wallet and like a denim vest. It was very like, what are you going for here? Who let you out like that? I guess.
Who let
the dog out?
Kyle out? Lee. I don't know. I
don't know.
I got nothing. You're the 90s hip hop guy.
Yeah, please do not put Baha Man into 90s hip hop. I will disown the Baha Man. That's how that's going.
You haven't already?
I'm trying
to remember. You asked me the question about who could take on Pete Dunne. Who's the guy that he's feuded with for years? The younger kid.
Oh, Tyler Bate?
Yeah. I wonder if it's just like, we got nothing better for you right now. We know like Mustache Mountain's a thing, but they're not really.
Yeah. I mean, they're over in the UK, so just bring Tyler Bate over for it, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe a good way to reintroduce Tyler Bate to the local audience to, I don't know.
For sure. And I'm always entertained by a Tyler Bate match. So absolutely. Coming out of this week's NXT, you got the Women's Tag Team Championships. Now Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon as your champion. So obviously they'll have a. See, I can't. Mine don't do that.
Yeah, it's because you don't have cool mustache hair.
I just don't let mine go as far as you do.
No, you like the mouse rat look. Yeah.
Ember Moon, Shotzi
I like
Blackheart
the face pube look.
as your NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. I think Dakota Kai and them are done for a while.
With Raquel kind of with Io Shirai, it's like I want you.
Yeah. Just do the point thing again. That was Raquel. See, that's Raquel going.
I also feel like the was it the monkey from Family Guy?
Yes, that's exactly what it is too. Yeah, for sure. I obviously I see them competing against the Way. I mean, that's pretty much where I think that's going.
Yeah.
You don't want to bait too much.
No.
You don't.
And supposedly, Ringside said that Brock Lesnar was upset about that payday. I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
I would not
at all. I love what they did with the tag titles last night as of this recording on NXT this week.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are upset that Dakota Kai and Raquel got the belts, the NXT women's belts at the beginning of the show. An hour later, they lost them.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Because one thing we used to do, we've been doing this side for a long ass time. One of the things that really, one of the first group items that we put together was the unwritten rules of pro wrestling.
Yes.
If you are awarded the title at the beginning of the show, brand new title, debuting for the first time, even if they defend on that first show, they're not losing them. That's an unwritten rule.
Yeah.
But WWE broke it. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I thought to myself, when they booked this match, I'm like, how cool would that be if there was a title switch on the day they debut? They won't do it. But how cool would that? They did it.
They did it. Holy crap. Yeah. No, it's awesome.
Yeah. I thought it was great because it was unpredictable. Does it suck for Raquel and maybe, but they're also going to be forever marked as the first champions.
I was going to say they are always the first champion. It didn't last very long. Whatever. Rumor has it this was supposed to tie in with the Dusty winners anyway. The belts just weren't done in time. Whatever. It was still a fun storyline. They got them to compete against the Raw champs. Whole screw job storyline. They lost their title. Fantastic. I think, and I like that there's another women's title now.
Yes.
They had the women in the roster, a fantastic women's roster for NXT, possibly the best it's ever been. There's a lot of potential on that ramp, and you're going, well, God, I'm glad there's this tag belt because these other women need something to do. So. I think it's awesome.
They only have the one show a week. It's 2 hours, and that's a lot of talent to try to squeeze in there. And
I'm not gonna lie,
when we want quality matches.
Yes. Yep.
So I like that they're doing this. And while it's still only the 2 hours a week, hopefully they start doing some touring again sooner than later, and some of these younger talent get that live crowd experience.
Yes.
The WrestleMania 2-day show is going to be nice to be able to do that. And so, I like it. I think NXT is going the right direction. I don't know about anything else, but,
No, I agree. Will they stand and deliver? Probably.
They'll at least stand.
Yeah, they'll attempt to deliver.
Yeah. At Wrestling Audio on all the socials. If you have not followed us yet, please do so you can continue to troll us.